Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for our final tier list of our brand new 2025 January series, where we're, instead of doing one big all-encompassing tier list for the whole game, we're doing 6 individual videos, one focusing solely on each individual class. And we've done every class so far except for the best class, which is science. There's so many, so many good science champs. It's insane. Science class just keeps on getting better and better and better, and this is the most exciting one to talk about for me, man. I'm really excited. I even went above and beyond to make it all nice and neat with, Spider-Verse characters all in one, and we got all the Hulks down here and everything. It's all nice and neat. So without any further ado, well, actually with some further ado first, we need to get out of the way the standard disclaimers, which are: this is meant to be for fun, just on how I see the game at the start of a new year and how I rank all the classes and every single champion in those classes. It's based off of my experience playing the game for over 8 years. And again, it's supposed to be fun. Let's have fun. Please don't start fights in the comments. It's totally cool to argue and disagree. That is encouraged, but just don't be mean. There's no need to be a jerk about it. All right, we can keep things nice and civil while all disagreeing. That's how good conversation begins. So now let's go ahead and get started. Okay, where to begin? Void is hiding in the corner down here. So is Sentry. So let's start with them. So Void. Oh man, that's a. I don't even know if I want to start there. Void. All right. He's got to be S+. I don't know where. Let's just put him there for now. All right. And Sentry, I'm not sure on Sentry, actually. We'll circle back to him later. Let's deal with this F row so we can then just have the top and bottom stuff. So, all right. Oh, God. There's some insane champs in here that I kind of want to save towards the end of the video. I didn't think about that part. Alright, well, let's just do some easy stuff here. Luke Cage. Luke Cage, he's S+. Great champ. He's not SS, though. Not in my eyes. Not for me. No. The science class, like I said, is the best class in the game. So I grade it on a tougher scale and with a fine-tuned comb. Fine-toothed comb? So, yeah, Luke Cage is great. A lot of people love him. I think he's good after his buff and everything, but he's not in the highest tier. S+. And he's not at the front of this tier either. Alright. Red Guardian. Another champion in S+. I'd say he's very close to Luke. Maybe put him a bit behind, just because Luke has a lot of utility. I feel like Red Guardian is so much more flashy, whereas Luke Cage is not nearly as flashy, but he does some more. So yeah, we'll put him right behind Luke. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay, Mr. Negative. Oh god, this dude, I am not a fan of Mr. Negative. We'll put him in the S tier. I know he's good. We'll put him there. Okay, Quake, we're putting her in SS. Quake is one of the most broken champs in game. We're gonna put her up there, but in the very bottom of it, just because she's 5-star locked, So yeah, we're gonna leave her there. All right, Captain America Classic, we'll put him in the C tier. All right, and this Captain America we're gonna put in the B tier. Dude, this Captain America World War II is actually my favorite Captain America in game, believe it or not. I have really good memories of this guy. When I first started playing the game, this was before 12.0. Back then, dude, Captain America, I swear, if you don't believe me, I'm sure that I have gameplay from back then still on my phone. I'll have to find it. But, I was bringing this guy to Alliance Wars back then. I was bringing him to every piece of relevant content at that time, which it's like 2016, 2017, which is a very long time ago. But he was good there, man. The block proficiency was so insane. He applied a nice little bleed on the special 2 when you throw the shield. And, it wasn't incredible damage, but it was steady, guaranteed damage. and it felt very safe to play him, with all that block proficiency. So we're going to put him in the B tier. And then Captain America Infinity War. This is definitely the best Captain America in game. We're going to put him in the S tier. Yeah, somewhere around here. Let's just put him under Red Guardian for now. Okay, yeah, I think that's a pretty good spot for that Captain America. All right. Ooh, Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones is an interesting one. Probably put her in the S tier. She's not actually terrible on attack. She can do some things on attack. I've seen some Jessica gameplay on attack, and it didn't look too bad. But of course, she is primarily a defender and can be a very annoying one as on top of that. So that's mainly why she's landing in that S tier. Okay. Let's just do the Hulks next. We're gonna leave these characters alone for now. Let's make some room, and let's do some Hulks. So, starting with the bottom of the barrel, who's the worst Hulk in game right now? Ooh, Gladiator Hulk is pretty bad. Out of the Bruce Banner Hulks, he's the worst for sure. But I wouldn't even put him in F. I'd put him in, like, B. Yeah. Yeah. B. I remember when 6 stars first came out, I wanted to pull this guy, and I did, and I was excited. Like, I really like Hulk Ragnarok. Like, his design and everything. I really liked Hulk in the Thor Ragnarok movie as well. But he just needs a big update to his abilities. He's some cool concepts, but it just does not flow well at all. I still like him, though. I'd love for him to get a buff. Alright, Hulk. This is definitely my least favorite Hulk in all of MCOC. I am not a fan of this dude at all. Seriously, not at all. But some people really like him and think he's pretty good. I think he's pretty bad. We'll put him in the bottom of S tier. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Alright. Overseer. Overseer is great, dude. Overseer is actually very good. I think we put him in S+. Put him behind or I think we'll put him right behind Void. I think that's a great spot for Overseer. B McG, it's one of his favorite champs in the game. He's made a lot of really, really great content with Overseer, really pushing him to his limits. Great champ, for sure. Alright, we've got a couple more Hulks. We've got Joe Fixit. Joe Fixit's really good too. I'd probably say S+. Is he better than Overseer? No, I think I put him right behind Overseer. Yeah, I like that. That's looking good. Okay. Hulk. This Hulk is definitely the best of the Hulks in game. For sure. He's going to go SS. We'll put him like there for now. I want to leave some room because I have some champs in mind to go at the front of this tier already. Alright, we'll put Hulk there for now. Alright, Red Hulk next. Red Hulk, I think we'll put him the front of S tier. Yeah, that's a good spot for him. I like that. Make a little bit more room. Okay, I-Bomb. I-Bomb is great, dude. I think I-Bomb is awesome. One of my best friends in the entire community, Brian Grant, helped design this champion. I think we're going to put him S+. Not sure where, though. I don't know if I put him above Void. I don't think I would put him above Void. Maybe in here. Actually, I don't know if I put him in front of Overseer either. Let's put him right behind Overseer and right in between him and Joe Fixit. Yeah. Okay, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Okay. Well, and now let's just make some room. Put these guys down here. I want to save them towards the end of the video. Mainly Photon and Nefaria. We can do MODOK and Quicksilver. Quicksilver, probably put this guy like right there. Right behind Red G. Quicksilver's really good, dude. He's a great champ. Second ever Summoner's Choice. He's a good attacker, good defender. Lots of utility. Really great champ. Just a little bit jarring to learn and to play sometimes with his crazy combos. But yeah, he's great. put him in S+. I like that. Right behind Reggie and Luke. Yeah. Okay. Alright, MCOC. Let's put MCOC front of A tier. MCOC's pretty bad, but, you know, he's a good defender. And he has some interesting things, like with his special one, reversing healing and stuff. He can do some cheese with that. But he's pretty bad. MCOC needs a sick buff. That would be awesome for him. He deserves it. Okay, let's do Abomination next. I put this guy C tier. He's not F because, you know, he can kind of be a defender if you don't have a poison immune champ against him, you know. Yeah, he's not F tier, C tier. Okay, okay. Who would be an F tier? An absolute just poopy champ. Honestly, actually, probably this Captain America. Yeah. Other than him, though, who else is that bad? I'm struggling to think of anyone that bad in the science class. I mean, Rhino's pretty bad, but again, he's like kind of a defender. I'll probably put him above. Honestly, I might even put Rhino in like B. Yeah. He's got that unstoppable on dash, dude. That you gotta respect that. And yeah, we'll leave A-bomb in C. Okay. Ooh, the leader. The leader, man, is pretty bad. I think we're gonna put him like bottom of S tier. The thing that really sucks for leader is he came out and he was cool. He did some interesting things. And then Count Nefaria came out very soon after and just did everything he could do, but did it way better and way easier. And just, yeah, like, you just got... Came out at a bad time. Really bad time. If Leader came out, like, at the start of the year, and then Nefaria came out, like, at the end of the year, would have been much better release cadence. I don't know what Kabam was thinking on that, dude. Like, yeah. But... that's where Leader's landing. He's like an all-right defender too. That's definitely helping him get this tier as well. Not the craziest, most meta-relevant defender, but he can be a bit annoying sometimes, especially if you don't understand how to fight him. All right, let's. All right, we still have some more Hulks. Okay, She-Hulk regular. She-Hulk regular. Gotta be S+. Behind Joe? Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good with that. I'm gonna move Luke and Reggie up a bit. And Quicksilver and Void. I think I'm going to put Deathless She-Hulk right up here. I think Deathless She-Hulk is really good, dude. I think she's great. I think her and regular She-Hulk are definitely comparable. Like, I don't think there's that much of a gap between them. You know, it really... They do different things. You know, regular She-Hulk focuses on slow and countering evade and unstoppable. And Deathless She-Hulk, you know, focuses on the flip side of that. Countering unblockable and miss. So, you know, they're basically two sides of the same coin. Just doing different things. But yeah, I took Deathless She-Hulk to rank 3. Used her in the Necropolis. She soloed a bunch of fights in there. She just did a really, really, really great job. Really like Deathless She-Hulk. She's my favorite of the original 4 Deathless. And I am a certified She-Hulk hater. So that's coming from me. That's high praise for me. Alright, and then we just have one really Hulk-related character left. That's Titania. And her, we're going to put in SS, of course. The question is where? Bottom, top, middle. And I put Titania, I put her like pretty much right behind Hulk. Wherever Hulk is, right behind him. That's where Titania goes, in my mind. So, yeah. Boom. Okay, looking good, looking good. We can do the Fantastic Four next. And we have Sentry here. Let's do Sentry first. So, Sentry got buffed. I think I'm going to put him like here in S tier. So, you know, Sentry definitely gotten a lot of crap from his buff. I have contributed to that. But in Necropolis, in Incursions, in those modes that he's designed for, he's pretty damn good. In those modes, he's pretty good. I know Lagacy has a video of Sentry soloing like 11 different Necropolis bosses with Sentry. So that's pretty sick, man. We'll put him in S tier. Middle of S tier, you can chill there. Alright. Let's do the Fantastic Four. So let's start with the worst. Invisible Woman. She is terrible. And put her in A tier behind MCOC. Easily by a landslide, the worst of the Fantastic Four. And somehow she is a 7-star. Which makes absolutely no sense. Kabam's, you know, when 7 stars first came out, Kabam said, we're not going to release bad champions as 7 stars. And then they released champs like Gwenpool and Invisible Woman, who, you know, are just so heavily outdated as 7 stars. And Gwenpool's definitely better. But Invisible Woman does not deserve to be a 7-star. Not in my opinion. Maybe in Allison Edit's opinion, but not mine. She is not good enough to be a 7-star. She needs, like, an entire rework, honestly. Like, Invisible Woman... she's... Yeah... just no. I feel like they just really missed with her entire kit, honestly. I feel like a full rework is needed with her. That's what I would like to see. But the rest of the Fantastic Four is certainly better. But, I mean... they've been buffed. You know, Invisible Woman has never been buffed. Mr. Fantastic has been buffed. Human Torch has been buffed. I don't think Thing was ever touched, but yeah, Torch and Mr. Fantastic were both buffed. So Invisible Woman needs some of that Fantastic Four buff love. But alright, let's do Mr. Fantastic. This guy, I'd put like in front of S. Maybe ahead of Red Hulk, actually. Because of the pre-fights. Just because of the pre-fights. Yeah. Alright, I think that's good. And then we got Thing. Let's put Thing. I think I'll put him bottom of S+. A lot of people, like, this might be crazy to some people that I'm saying Thing is better than Mr. Fantastic. I mean, not by much, but I 100% think so. I am not a fan of Mr. Fantastic. Not a very big fan of him. Like, I am a fan of him in the comic books and everything as a character, but not in game, not with his abilities. My biggest beef with this character, you know, well, he stretches, which, you know, is an aspect of my all-time favorite character, Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece. You know, Luffy's made of rubber, he also stretches. Now, their powers are different, but they both have that stretchy vibe going, you know. And my biggest problem with Mr. Fantastic, you know, a big part of playing him is you need to use your heavy attack periodically. His heavy attack has terrible reach. You're telling me the guy that can stretch his limbs has bad reach? Like, what? Like, that is by far the stupidest part about his kit. And again, he was buffed, and they didn't bother to change his reach when they buffed him. Like, really? The guy that can stretch struggles with reach. Just the logic, bro. The logic. He's not going any higher on my list. That's it. Thing, on the other hand, though, I love Thing, dude. Thing is freaking awesome. He's a great defender, first of all. He's a stall defender. I remember when Thing first came out, dude. He was like... Let me compare when Thing came out as a defender to, like, some crazy defenders now, to put into perspective. Like, when Thing came out back in the day, he was like... I was going to say Serpenter Enchantress. I don't know if it was quite that severe. But back then, he was like the Serpent Enchantress when he came out, dude. He was so crazy to fight. It took people a while to really learn and understand how to proficiently fight Thing. And, you know, even now, once everyone pretty much knows how to fight him, the thing is, if he's the Thing, literally, if he's Max Sig, you know, and the protection, you know, have some way to bypass that protection, it's still going to be a long fight, a long and drawn out fight because of that protection. So, you know, Thing, great defender. And on offense, dude, he was the first champion to bring, I think, to ever bring Nullify immunity into the game. He just had so many immunities. You know, he had Bleed immunity, which was cool and common, but then he brought in, like, Armor Break immunity, he brought in Nullify immunity. Like, he brought in all these weird, cool new immunities. And at the time, again, when he came out, that was huge. Like, I remember there was like this super annoying Symbiote Supreme fight, because if you had any buffs, you just instantly get nullified. And you go on that with Thing, you're good. Can't be nullified. You're chilling. Like, Thing is really cool. There's also a whole synergy team dedicated to Thing that a lot of people used to use for content. I remember during one of the hardest ever fights in the game, was the 6.2 champion boss linked with all these stuffs way before it was ever nerfed. And, one of the links was no retreat. So if you dash back twice, you start degenning. So Thing was the absolute MVP for dealing with some of the most horrendous nodes on that extremely difficult fight, with his protection and staying alive and the synergies. Synergies, when you die, you get a passive indestructible, and then every time you get hit with that active, you gain like 100% fury buff, or passive. So you get hit like 7 times, you get 7 of those furies, you're increasing your attack rating by like 700%. Like, it was just insane. It's really, really cool. Thing remains awesome, dude, and he's definitely in S+, just barely, but he is in there. Alright, Human Torch next. Torch. Does Torch get SS? Yeah, I think he does. But just barely. We'll put him in the bottom of it. Yeah. Alright. I'm liking this. Okay. Alright. Let's tackle let's start getting into Spider-Man stuff. Spider-Men, Spider-Women, and some rogues. Actually, before we do that, let's deal with the Ant family here. Let's deal with them first. Alright, Wasp. Wasp is really bad, dude. I think Wasp is so trash. Like a B tier. Or maybe an A tier. Yeah, okay, we'll give her A tier. But Wasp, man, she has such a tiny health pool. She's like a glass cannon that doesn't do much damage. It's a terrible glass cannon. Alright, Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket was buffed. He still sucks. I guess we can... Yeah, I guess we'll put him... maybe actually in front of MODOK. Yeah. Alright. Then Ant-Man. Dude, Ant-Man gets a lot of flack. He's not that bad. I'm putting him bottom of S. And then Cassie. Easily the best of the Ant family. Where should she go? Definitely S+. The question is where. I think... Let's make some room. I'm thinking... Maybe actually behind Luke Cage. I think Cassie's really good. Especially if you can play her efficiently or proficiently. Yeah, she's pretty insane. Alright, I like that. Okay, let's get into some Spider-Man villains. So, Morbius. It's Morbin time. I think we'll put him at bottom of S+. No, I think we'll put him actually front of S. Yeah. Yeah, we'll put him in front of S. Let's again make some more room. Morbin time. Alright, there we go. Alright, Anti-Venom. I really do not like Anti-Venom. Again, let's put him super low. Or I guess... Yeah, right there. Very bottom of the barrel of S tier. Some people really like him. Not me. Yeah. I kind of see what some people say about him, but I'm definitely not convinced. We'll leave him down there. Alright. Electro, again, A tier. We'll put him at the front of it. He can kind of be a trap defender. That's literally it. I mean, he can hit decent on attack with his crits, but, his main use in the game right now is being a trap defender. Let's be real. Alright, Sandman. Sandman. Again, I think bottom, very low S tier. Kabam really fumbled his rebalancing. If they let it stay what they first had for him, he could easily jump a tier, maybe even 2 tiers. Like, but no. Kabam fumbled Sandman so hard, dude. One of the biggest Kabam fumbles of all time, honestly, was the champion of Sandman. We have been asking for Sandman to be added to the game for literal years, for basically a decade. I'm sure since the game came out, people are like, give us Sandman, dude. Sandman. Who doesn't want Sandman in game, you know? He should have had root immunity. How can you root sand? How can you root sand particles? Again, like, Sandman has the exact same power set as another one of my favorite One Piece characters, which is Crocodile. Crocodile ate the sand fruit, so his body is literally made of sand. It's called a Logia fruit, and basically nothing works on him. Guns, knives, nothing works on a Logia power user because their body is made of an element. You know, that's Sandman. He's made of sand. Like, he should be able to do. He should have so much more. I'm like so disappointed with Sandman's kit, dude. And then they fumbled his rebalancing. Just not a fan of Sandman at all. Really don't like the way that they went with his kit with the whole root thing and heavies, and I just don't feel like it flows that well, and I just don't like it on Sandman at all. Yeah, it's one of those types of things where the expectation is so high, and then the delivery just misses, and the rebalance has a chance to fix it, and they almost had it, and then they fumbled it. So yeah, that's Sandy boy. All right, we got two Spider-Man villains left, and the two best ones, Scorpion and Spot. Okay, Scorpion is going upper SS for sure. One of the best science champions in the game, without a shadow of a doubt in my mind. Spot. Oh, Spot. I think we're putting him right here. Very top of S+. Yeah. Yeah. For now, we'll leave that. Alright, let's start dealing with some Spider-Man characters. So, Spider-Gwen. Put Spider-Gwen... I think I put her above Cap. Yeah, like right there. That's a good spot for Spider-Gwen. Miles. Man, Miles is pretty bad. We're going to put him in front of A. You know, he's got some cheese capability against unblockable opponents, but that's really about it. Miles got buffed, but just not it. I feel like he needs a lot more. Alright, speaking of buff Spider-Man, this guy got buffed too. Actually, I think we put this guy in front of Miles to make more room. I think this Spider-Man is definitely better than Miles, but it's not saying much, you know. It's not saying much. Alright. Whoops. Alright, what do we got next? Let's do Spider-Punk. So Spider-Punk got a pretty sweet buff. Probably put him... be in front of Jessica? Yeah. Behind Negative, but in front of Jessica. Yeah, that's a pretty good spot for Spider-Punk. He's pretty dang good. Alright, Spider-Man 2099. Ooh. This guy... I think I know where I want to put him. Not in this tier. This is just a placeholder for now. I'm just going to make a little room. I think right in... How high does he go? In front of Quicksilver? No, I think right behind Quicksilver. Yeah, that's where I put him. Above Void, but behind Quicksilver. Okay. Alright, we're down to only 4 champions remaining. And this is the one everyone is waiting for, Silk. Where does Silk go? Oh man. The most overrated, overglazed champion in the whole game. Where does she go? Oh boy. I think we gotta make some room in this tier down here, man. Let's make a little room. So I think we put her right here at the front of the S plus tier. I think that's a good spot. In front of Spot even too, man. Which hurts me to do, but yes. Alright, now we are left with Higgy, Nefaria, and Photon. So this is tricky. So I think Photon right there. Yeah. And then Pig or Scorp. That's a tough one. I think I gotta put Scorp first. Yeah. And then we saved room at the front for a reason. And that's Count Nefaria. Now, there's going to be a fair few of people that very much disagree with this right here. Silk not being in this tier and Count Nefaria being at the front of this tier. And what does that mean? I'm basically saying Count Nefaria is the best science champion in the game. Yeah. Yeah, I said it. He is. He's the best science champion in the game. I really think that. I think Count Nefaria has the most utility out of any champion in the entire science class. Straight up. That's just a fact. You can't really argue with that. I mean, look, if you can try to argue that, read all of Nefaria's kit, everything that he counters, man. It is insane. The amount of physical resistance, energy resistance, immunities, bleed, shock, incinerate, degeneration resistance. Like, the amount of immunities and resistances that this guy has is insane. It makes him so easy to survive. Like, it's hard to die with this guy. It really is. You can get slapped around and you just don't die. And he also has incredible regeneration. So you get slapped around, you drop special one, you heal it back. It is amazing. It is so amazing. It's also so simple and easy to play him. And again, I'm talking about he has so much utility. What else utility? Well, just incredible counter to power gain and regen. Two massive threats. And he does it just automatically. You don't even need to do anything. You just need to play him normally, build up his charges, and he just automatically, on his own, is countering insane power gain and insane regen. And he can also siphon it. So he can steal some of all that crazy power gain for himself. He can steal some of that regeneration for himself. I have used Count Nefaria countless times in Alliance War. He has been an absolute rock star stud in so many different metas. He is just the best science attacker around. Now, Photon is a great attacker as well, and an incredible defender. So if someone wants to put Photon first, I can totally understand that. That's fine. I can totally see that. I just truly think Count Nefaria is this powerful, this dominant as a champion, as an attacker, with all of his utility, that he deserves this spot. I truly think that. A lot of people say, unfazed this. Unfazed doesn't really matter. Like I said, he'll heal it back. He can take a hit like no one else, and then he'll heal it back. It's really not a big deal. I've been caught by unfazed before, still finished the fight above 90% health, and after eating combos, it's not a big deal. You heal it back. I really think Count Nefaria is that good. Yeah, man. I think these are the 6 best science champions in the game right now, for sure, without a doubt. Torch, hard counter to Mystics. Quake, one of the most broken champs in game. You don't even need to touch the opponent. All you have to do is charge heavies. That's why she is staying as a 5-star. And then Silk, Spot, and Luke, all incredible science champions. And if, Silk, Spot, like I said at the start of the video, I grade the science class much harder than I do the other classes. If Silk, Spot, and Luke were in a different class, they would easily be in the SS tier. They would. But again, I think science is a step above the rest of the classes. So even though these champs are this insane, these champs just do so much more. And that is my science tier list. I was thinking immediately of putting like Silk down here just for the jokes, but no, I think this is a good actual spot for her being serious. S+, the top of the tier, even in front of one of my favorite champs in the whole game, Spot. That's the list, guys. That is the science tier list. Very curious to read the comments on this one, see what people have to say about Silk. I know there'll be a few. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the analysis, the breakdown of the science class, the best class in the game, in my opinion. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Drop a comment whether you agree, disagree, what you think about the list. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, which about 40% of you guys watching are not subscribed, consider hitting that button. It's completely free to do. Join the Leg Army. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. All love and support. Hope you have a great, wonderful day. Peace.